Welcome back to World of Los Santos, San Andreas, whatever. I was able to get away from the criminals, escape the police, and able to get in a helicopter and get a better sense of what's going on here. You see, we got mountains to our left, mountains to our right, mountains in front of us, mountains behind us. So we're looking at a giant caldera here, big giant crater. So it's a giant volcano here, probably one of the biggest in the world. So we're talking about something big, which is very weird, very weird when you look at some of the geology, though. Someone like this just shouldn't be this old looking, but it is. So we're coming on approach to Mount Chiliad. Childad. Charlie O. A very weathered, very old mountain. So look, we see here a very old weathering compared to other spots we've looked at, which is very new. It's a little bit drier, but a lot more. The valleys are deeper. There's very little water. Vegetation is not much there. It could be definitely an elevation thing. We're pretty high up here. A little rockier. So probably 100 years ago, there's probably a huge waterfall right here. It would have been gorgeous to see, but now we got nothing. Climate change could be commentary. It could be, climate change, or it could just be natural progression of the island. Again, just very, very rocky, not much dust up here. So very, very high. Wish my fucking altimeter worked on this fucking helicopter, but it doesn't. Great place to hike up here. The air is thin up here, though. So watch your breath for the big people, the hefty people. I myself is a little bit on the heavy side, so make sure you take your time up here. You can also take bikes. There is also a gondola up here. This is the weird, is it a house or something type of picture that nobody figured out. Because it's really weird compression. So we'll land up here and get a sense of where we are on this church over there. So off to the north, we're in the middle of the nowhere. Oh wow! You can look for $1. I'll buy that for $1. So we're really high up here. Can't really see much, but all around us, we're on the edge of Chiliad. Very old. Probably we're looking at the oldest parts of the island. It's so big, it's just going to take a while through a road. As the distance, you can see Los Santos off to the side there. Very, very depicting of human interaction. It's a very desert-like area. We got cliffs dropping off here real fast, which is very, very, very reminiscent of probably something bigger here. You can see that this cape here probably calved off. Hawaii is known for this style of environment. The cliffs are the highest cliffs in the world, and they just calve off and they fall off, and so that's why we have this weird. Right here it's very sheer almost, but then we have it nice and flat. It's probably due to natural weathering, and so it should be pretty sheer, but it's not right now because of natural weathering. It probably happened probably 50,000 years ago. I would have to look at the samples here. It looks like we have a recent landslide here, or landslide from probably, we can see right here, yeah. So we can see that the soil is starting to slip. very high slippage. You can just see that it's just like boom. We don't know. We have geologists on this constantly. No, we don't. I'm the only one on this fucking island. That is, so there's very, very telling. If this goes, we're looking at another huge tsunami. Landslide tsunamis or tsunamis with physical force like this are a lot bigger than, say, something from an earthquake. Yeah, you could see that it was a lot higher. So it was probably like a little mountain cap that was probably way up here, and it just capped off and then came down and slowly came down. So it's nice and flat down here. Compared to the other side of the island, it's a lot more smoother to erosion, but it's a lot less stable geology. So you got these huge beaches that are just full of rich nutrients. It's a very, 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 very nice area. It was very quiet too, so we have great land to build. If you don't mind the landslide, something like a landslide hitting from a landslide, or a tsunami is from a landslide is or even like something dropping into the water is a lot higher than, say, something like an earthquake, because an earthquake is just the earth, boom, just that sheer, force going up. But say something like a landslide, just the mass of it, it's a lot bigger, and there's a lot less, it's like an earthquake. So we're having more tellings of just slippage. So this is also very weird landscape. It could be alien compared to the other ridge over there. Very, very interesting. I have not seen this in my 20 years. Very interesting. Very interesting. As we move through here, we're moving on to the main highway cutting through the world, the island. We get a little bit drier. Little nice little lake here, but really nothing feeding it, or no drainage. It's just, again, very interesting. Is that drainage? No, a little bit of drainage. So we can see here this kind of a vagina shaping thing. It's through a lot of trickle effect. Not much rain on here, but a constant flow. Same thing over here. Very, very telling of lots of wetness. So we're definitely looking at a lot more rain on this side, as I predicted. A lot of darker green. Since there's not much shade here. There's a lot. The grass is there. The grass is darker, but the vegetation is not there. Since there's a lot of sun. Oh wow! Look at that rock formation. Look at that. That is some. Look at this. This is not natural. This is not natural. I gotta take a picture here. This is definitely gonna surprise the people back at the place. So what's going on here is these rocks are not supposed to be here. Where's the zoom here? So look at the sharpness here. These rocks shouldn't be here. These are really old rocks. You can see the lines of serration. It's just like, where did these come from? Where did these come from? And it's gotten to think that maybe there's UFOs here. There's been reports that there's been UFOs over the army base. Just look at this sharpness. This has been clean cut. Look at that. Look at that sharp. That's sheer. That doesn't occur naturally. Does not occur naturally. So very interesting. Again, why is there a fence here? I believe that maybe some anal probing happened here. I don't know. Maybe, probably not. The hell is that? Oh, it's the lighthouse. Let's get back into the helicopter, and then wrap this segment of the mountain systems here, and then next episode we'll do aquatics. So very sheer cliffs here. You can see that a lot of rain can happen here through the erosion systems here. And then we do have some cliff systems because, I mean, sooner or later it would happen. Not as significant as the north side, but it's still pretty telling. It's really weird as this is the wetter side, but there's no rivers on this side compared to the other side. Very interesting. Water is also very clear on this side. A lot less. Whoa, Jesus! Oops. A lot less pollution, a lot less human nature. So, look at these giant rocks. This is wonderful. Probably some great fishing right here. Like you get this little fish that come in here, nice and safe from the weather. There's some cliff here, so you can get the current comes in here and brings in fresh stuff. That's where you get some deep sea fish here. You get some lovely fish. Nice lighthouse. Still functioning, but right now it's off because it's fucking daytime. So we'll wrap up, go around. It's a little bit drier on here. It's very weird. But we still have some ancient river systems going on here. Very nice land. Human impact is very minimal for how many people are in this island. About 5.5 billion people. Maybe million. Probably million. Probably a million people. Again, a lot of weathering from rivers. You can tell by the vagina. That is a fact. People, in some cultures, it does look like a vagina. There's nothing wrong. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a vagina. Islands with this type of formation do have some significance in the cultural of it being like some sort of woman figure, very feminine, very, the vagina. That's where the vagina comes from. That's the vagina. Vagina. Boontally. Whatever. It's not unheard of to call it the vagina. Over here we come into the desert part where there's, we got huge mountains, biggest mountains. All just, it's very dry, but we still have this kind of like salt flats here. Does seem to be getting slower. The tide systems on this island are very interesting. We do have a little bit of rain coming in. We'll wrap up with some interior look at here. Very, this is what you would see. Like say if you go to Maui and Haleakala, very telling. This is very old, probably 50,000 years old. We would have to do soil science. Oh, we got a person down there. But it's hard to believe that there's a lot of people on this island. Very human. The impact by humans is very minimal, except in the Los Santos urban area. Other than that, there's not much buildings. Here we go. Here, this is a weird. This goes back to the shifting of the sand, the tectonics. You see this on shelves, conjoining shelves. Where the shelves meet, and one goes down and the other goes up. It's weird because this is good, like 20 feet. 6 meters, a drop, and it's very interesting. Especially, there probably might have been so these are hotspot volcanoes. A lot of people don't like it. Real geologists don't like it, but it's a nice term to use. hotspot, so the lava fills up this lava chamber, it erupts. It doesn't. It collapses, and then this is probably what happened. There was a lava chamber below. The pressure was probably relieved to somewhere else, and over time, air filled up, or filled up with water. Water erodes. There's no such thing. Water gets through everything, and it probably caused some structural integrity loss, and then it probably dropped down. So, that concludes this episode of World of Los Santos, Mountains Edition. We will wrap up with aquatic and maybe do a bonus cultural look.